Oh, by the way, he'll do that. He's used to have that. Oh! Now, Tom! What do you mean at least?
You struggle with that, don't you?
Well, you might be failing in life, Charlotte, but at least you've got some washing out in life. Right, hello everyone. I'm having to start this video in front of my sister, who does not want to be on camera. She said I can film her backside. Okay. She's giving me guidance on what I can and can't say on camera. So yeah, I'm starting this on Friday. Controversial. Rather than starting on a Saturday morning, but Melissa offered to come and help clear the shit pile from the room so that when we start taking this wall out tomorrow, it's just a lot easier and a lot quicker. So I took her up on the offer. Who wouldn't? If you haven't seen my haircut stories on Instagram, I do encourage you to go and watch. I think they're quite funny personally. Yeah, but now I have short hair, so go and watch those if you're interested. Right. Can see she's chomping at the bit to get going. Yeah? What, are you actually staying silent? You're not going to say anything at all? She's not on camera. Right, I'll set the camera up. It might be a bit juddery because I'm going to have to edit all of the bits where Melissa appears in the footage out of the footage. I'll see what I get anyway. Melissa's just scared the shit out of me by making me jump. My family's favourite pastime is to make me jump. Emptied the room out. Oh, there's the invisible Melissa. Yeah, all of that stuff's gone. And there's just these bits here. So now what we're doing is we're just clearing the room because we're going to take the carpet up. So I'll see if I can balance you somewhere so you can watch us pull that up. Right, so we've got the carpet up. Trying very hard not to show Melissa. All clear. Ready to start with pulling this wall out tomorrow. Mel's just doing some little, getting the what they called, carpet grips up and doing stuff like that. We found this hearth here. So we're pretty sure that there's probably an old fireplace behind the wall there, but I'm pretty confident that we're not going to take that wall out. I'm like 99% sure there will not be a surviving fireplace behind there. We just have a hole like we have in the other room. So there's no point in carving that out. Besides, I'm having a dressing table thing here, so it'd get in the way of that anyway. She's having a mare over there with the with the carpet grip. Right. Probably not much more for us to do here now, to be honest, for the rest of the day. So I'll pick up with you in the morning. Morning, everybody. Oh, it's a bit dark. There we go. Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning. It's a little bit later. It's kind of about, I think it's about 10:30, 11:15, something like that. 1 second. Just silence Bono for a second. Yeah, it's Saturday morning, and today we're going to be taking this wall down. So excited. Oh, I'm so excited to get this wall down and to actually see what our bedroom's going to look like. I'm not sure if the entire thing is going to be coming down today. What we're going to do is take the 3 central struts out. So we're going to take out that one, and that one, and then we're going to have a look at what happens with the ceiling. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't sag and it'll all be fine, and then maybe we can even continue with taking some additional struts out. But we're going to start in the middle and see how we get on. And the plasterboard that you can see with the lats on the back of it, that's going to come out as well today. I mean, we'll probably get all of the plasterboard off, and then it might be that we just have to leave some of the struts. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Tom's just getting ready. I've been up since 8 o'clock because for some reason I couldn't sleep in this morning. We knew that my sister was going to be coming back today at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. My mum and Alan are bringing up some fish butties for lunch. So we kind of said, oh, well, there's no real point in us starting super early today. Also, my sister was like, do not start without me. Because she's like so excited to see everything kind of coming down. So we said, well, there's no point in starting early. We'll have a nice lie-in. And then it's typical, isn't it? On the mornings when you can have a lie-in, you wake up at the crack of dawn. So yeah, I was up at 8 o'clock this morning. So I'm quite kind of pumped and ready to go. And Tom's just kind of like, oh, let me come round and have a coffee. So yes, you'll have seen from yesterday's footage, but this room is totally clear now. We've got the bed to take down and that room to kind of completely empty. So I'll set the camera up and watch us doing that. Falls down. Fucking Hollywood lying to you again. Tom's just taking the electric out of the wall, and then the skirting board can come off, and then that will really feel like it's not 2 rooms anymore, even though I've still got the struts there. So yeah, I thought I'd just catch up. There's only 22% left on this camera, so I don't know how much longer I'll film on this, but we've got the GoPro. Maybe I'll turn it off now and conserve some battery for like later on in the day. She's alright to be on camera now because she had her hair done this morning and she's got makeup on. Me, literally not caring that I look like a 5-year-old on the internet. Hello everyone. Probably can't hear me because the back's going. So hello everybody, it's Sunday afternoon. It's looking very bright on camera and that's because this room is so lovely and bright now. So I'm aware that yesterday I didn't really finish off the footage because the battery had died. In fact, I turned the camera on and it just went, battery exhausted, and I was like, yeah, same. So Tom said, why don't you just finish off the video tomorrow? So that's what I'm doing. So the original intention was to continue on in here. I'll show you what I've done in a second. I'll show you what we were intending to do today. But to be honest, my back is quite sore today and Tom's just knackered, bless him. He was the one that was doing a lot of the big sawing work and the removal work yesterday. So yeah, we've basically decided we're going to have a chill day. So what I thought was, because I think yesterday's video, yesterday's footage will probably just be a lot of like sped up footage because I literally just set the cameras up and just let it kind of roll while it was taking the wall down. So what I thought I'd do is just have a quick go around the room, show you what we've done and show you kind of what the plans are for this room now that we've got kind of like the basic room footprint down. Just realised I've got a big spot there, but never mind. So yeah, one disclaimer I will say is that my sister wrote a rude word on the wall, so I'll try my best to blur it out, but if you can see it, I apologise. The other thing as well is the bedding looks crap, but we are literally not buying any new bedding until the upstairs bedroom renovations are finished, so it just looks how it does for now because it's making do. So let's get started. So I'll come out here first, and you'll know this angle by now. Obviously this is how it was left on Friday, and then you come in here now and you can see into the other room. It's so exciting. And then if we shut this door, sorry, I've got towels on the back as well. Yeah, you can see the door and the wall bit there is still staying there like that. And then you come around here and you've got the bed, the bedside tables. Obviously cables and things we're just making do with at the moment. The reason why we've put the bed and the bedside tables back in here, even though obviously it's looking pretty rubbish in here, is because the only other alternative would have been to move to the dining room and set our bed up down there, and the plasterers aren't booked in for another 3 weeks yet, so we just decided that what we'd do is set up the bed in here again, and we'll just sleep in here for the next 3 weeks, and then literally like the day before the plasterers are due to arrive, we'll dismantle everything from in here, we'll take everything out of the office and put everything down in the dining room. The bed and the bedside tables are going to be there like that when we've finished, but obviously it'll look a lot nicer because we'll have like a nice colour on the wall, and yeah, we're going to have a piece of artwork up here. So the plan with the doors, as you'll see, there are some clothes on the back at the moment. Probably looks a bit scruffy, but I don't care. It actually looks like an optical illusion, which is quite funny. So we are going to keep both of these doors, which I'm sure is going to look a bit strange to some people, but we want to keep this as a 2/3 bedroom house. Now for us, we are obviously knocking this through so that we can use it as one big kind of bedroom, and I'll show you what we're going to do with this side of the room in a second. But we wanted to keep the door in because when we come to sell, if somebody wants to reinstate this as 2 separate bedrooms, all they would need to do is put a stud wall in here and have it plastered over. Whereas if we'd get rid of that door completely, it makes it a lot harder for someone to reinstate it as 2 separate bedrooms. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not like the end of the world hard, but yeah, we've just decided to do it that way. So this door here is not going to be usable at all. We are going to obviously get new doors for both, but this door here, we're not going to have handles on it. It's going to be sit really flush, so you can't even physically open it if you wanted to. We're going to make sure it's nice and tight. And then what we're going to do is whatever colour we paint that wall, we're going to paint the door, the wood frame, everything in the same colour as the wall. And hopefully that way that one will blend in to the wall a little bit better. But this door here is going to be the main door into the bedroom, so you'll come in as we did on the video. But then on this side, let me just step back a little bit further so you can see the exact kind of extent of the room. So you've got the second window there, and that's obviously where the wall was. But then we've got this old wardrobe here, which we're going to keep. At the moment, the inside of it is pretty rough. It's just got some temporary shelves in that Tom put in when we first moved into the house. So we're going to get a joiner to completely refit it, kind of almost, I'm just going to sit on the bed, oh, because my back's hurting. Yeah, we're going to get them to put, you know, like when they put like walls on the inside of cupboards to make it look neater, we're going to get them to do that and make it into like, maybe put 3 or 4 shelves in it so that it can be used for folding stuff, handbags, shoes, boots, all that kind of stuff. So we're definitely keeping that, just give it a bit of a titivate. And then on this side, in this alcove, we're going to have a complete built-in wardrobe that is going to match kind of this style, but be completely built in all the way up to the ceiling. And it will sit proud from the wall a little bit like this one does, just to match in. And that'll have hanging space. Right up at the top there'll be storage for things like suitcases and Christmas decorations and all that kind of stuff that you kind of hide up at the top of cupboards. And then in the middle here, I'm going to get a dressing table. I think, is it called the Ekba or something like that from IKEA? It's the one that like everybody's got. It's that kind of floating dressing table with two pull-out drawers. But it's very minimalist, and to be honest, I haven't found another one that rivals it for kind of the style. So yeah, there's going to be a little dressing table there with a little stool, and that's kind of where I'll sit to get ready in the morning. So yeah, that's kind of the plan really for this room. That's kind of what we're hoping for it to look like. We have still got some jobs to do to get it ready for the plasterers come in. So like I say, we've got 3 weeks yet until the plasterers are booked in. However, before then, we've got a plumber booked in to help us take the radiators off. And we've also got the electrician booked in, I think towards the end of July, like the 30th, something like that, 30th, 31st. They're booked in to come in and do the rewire. And then, like I said, the plasterers due the week commencing the 3rd of August. So, yeah, we've still got a little bit of prep to do before those people come in. Still want to take the rest of the paper off the walls, and Tom wants to take all the skirting boards off. We slept in here for the first time last night and I absolutely loved it. It felt a bit strange because it's obviously such a big room now compared to what it was. It's weird, it's almost like it was too small as two individual rooms, but now as one big room, it's almost like, is it a bit too big? Like, does it look like 2 rooms knocked into one? I don't know, but for the light that you get in the morning and the view out over the hills, yeah, it's just so much nicer than the front room that we were in. And obviously, at times like this, when the economy is so bad and, you know, we're surviving through a pandemic and all that kind of stuff, I don't like to moan too much because, you know, fucking hell, if this is the worst thing that I've got to moan about is not having the best view out of my bedroom window in the morning, I've really got nothing to whinge about, have I, you know? I'm aware that there are so many people in such worse positions than I am. So yeah, that's kind of it really. I'm going to finish here because I have been recording for 12 minutes, which I'm sure I'll end up cutting it down, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on here and chat about where we were with this renovation and what the next steps were. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to be filming next because we haven't really got a plan for like a whole day's work or a whole weekend's worth of work. We will be back obviously with updates on the house, and then when it's finished and everything's done, which still feels quite a long way away, but it'll be here before we know it, I'll do a proper tour and I'll show you everything. I'm also aware that we haven't done a tour of the kitchen yet, even though the kitchen was finished like 16 months ago or something. So we will film a kitchen finished dining room reveal kind of video thing as well. So yeah, I'm going to go and chill for the rest of the day. Hope you've all had really lovely weekends and I hope you're all doing okay. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.